Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Roller coaster of emotions. A weird game.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm not gonna be. My thing is, I hate this team. I hate Arsenal bad. But what I saw from our boys today, I saw a team that was fighting. It was one of the fine marching ones. Like, unfortunately, the mentality at the end was not enough. But then the mentality monsters were not present. You know what I mean? When you talk about the people that you need, especially at the back in games like that, you can't afford. Remember, I was saying to you during the game, I said it has to be eights and nines really across the pitch. And we started losing people, dropping like flies. And you can see Haley mentioned something about how it's the mentality. So it's not like it's on. It's not like it's on Maguire and Johnny Evans, but it's the fact of like obviously when these guys come on, it sends a different message to the players. Like the Arsenal, you look at Arsenal, the kids were laughing when these guys are coming on the pitch. So they're getting confidence. You said there was a moment where they started to respect Onana and they weren't trying to, they was respecting Onana and they wasn't trying to get to him, if that makes sense. Giving him, because they respected, you know what, you lot know how to play out. We're not going to catch you guys like this. We're not going to catch you sleeping, so we're going to leave you. As soon as the thing changed, the strikers are feeling that they're doing things that they weren't doing before. And those are the little things. You lost 2 centre-backs today. We couldn't afford, in a game like this, you can't afford to lose it. But then what's worse about that situation today is this is when you do look at the ownership and say, well, in 2023, because I know people say, as soon as we lose, we try to blame the Glazers. I'm just saying, a team that's supposed to be going forward, a team like Man United, having Maguire and Evans at the back at the end of it, in this era, is insane. Evans has played under Ferguson. And then Evans played under Ferguson and Maguire has been part of what's been bad at this club. And we tried to force him out. We've done everything to force him out and he's still there. He's lost his captaincy. And this is not on them. I'm talking about you need to get through these moments and get through, like, you need the mentality. And we saw it. You saw it from Leacher. These other players, there's just work harder. They're just better. They're just better in terms of you feel like you're going to get through it. You saw me, I was a nervous wreck when these guys came on because I know, the same way you say you know these men, I know these guys, I know them, and it's like I know it's hard for me to have faith, but I just try to back Maguire as a player. But I'm saying that partnership cannot be what's going forward. They're the slowest. That's poison, bro. They're slow. And then they're slow and they can't command. So what we doing? When you got your hands up at the end of the game, be there. You got to be in front of it. That team fought today, and it's just a shame. Again, if there's any positives, Rasmus Højlund, solid. There's like cool little moments, you know what I mean? When you get Casemiro shaking them up, you got the Garnacho off the bench. Like, this is a game we could have won 2-1.
It was fine. That's what I mean. This was a game of fine margins, but too often we're on the wrong end of the fine margins. It happens a lot.
Well, we had to fight again. Like, end of the day, you can't tear up and say it's all broken. We're trying to do some new things. We're playing out from the back. It was good to see that. Times I was heart in the mouth because I'm like, geez, I don't like that one now, but it works. You know what I mean? And it's going to take time for this stuff to bed in. I'm giving this manager time. I know that it's not going to happen overnight. Now, I want to beat these. Of course you want to beat these. You want to beat these. But then again, we're just not there. You know what I mean? That's where it is at the moment. It's not like I haven't given up on my team or given up on my manager. You know what I'm saying?
There were positives.
There's positives.
That's why we're angry, because it feels... It weren't a 3-1 game.
I'm not as angry.
You're not.
I'm not angry because my thing is usually. Do you know why I was angry before? You know when they dicked us in that early and they were just on us and it was just like we can't touch them.
Yeah.
It was different. When I watched today's game, I was like, you know what? Like it's man, it's one of those. Do you know what I'm saying? But what I saw is fight. If my boys are gonna fight for 90 minutes or 100 and something minutes now, how can I be angry at them? These guys tried to put in a shift. They tried to fight for the badge. It didn't work. But again, it's like it's football, innit?
So you didn't see that as like, typical big away game. No, we're on the wrong end. No, we lost. We lost another away loss.
It'll be
another one.
That's too simple because it's not as simple as that. It's like you've lost Varane. This is the team. These are the players that we've lost. That are big key players. We've lost Varane. We've lost Lindelof. We've lost Leacher.
Lost Shaw.
You can't lose Shaw. We've lost that. I don't know what to do. If we have a game tomorrow. Let's say we have to play again.
Lucky it's international break.
What do we do? we're finished. And you know what I mean? So these are the problems. And again, it's like, I know people talk about, well, you spent 400 million, but you can see the fragility because no other Premier League side in world football is starting Johnny Evans and Maguire at the back.
Absolutely. But you see, when we was on tour, but you was like, yeah, he can do things.
I thought, no,
and I
never thought.
Why on Man United just let go of Phil Jones and Johnny Evans is on our books?
Flex, did you ever believe that? Did you ever believe that
you'd have to play against Arsenal? Yeah, no.
Did you ever believe? I thought these men.
But this is why that's why you make sure they're not in your team.
Very true.
So because anything can happen. We lost both centre backs last year. Bro, that tells us exactly it.
I never thought we'd get to. Bro, this is a 5th and 6th choice.
Of course,
we're using 5th and 6th.
Yeah, we're injury ridden. You know what I mean? We are injury.
5th and 6th choice
we are injury ridden. But I just think that the mentality does still play a part of it, though. It does. It does definitely. because we scored. Yeah. When it was the team that we wanted to see, considering the injuries we had, I get. But we scored. Right, and what happens immediately after that? We get undone.
And I understand
it happens too often.
So that happened, and then the moment is then we had to regain control because it was a good goal, like it or not. Arsenal played their part in this fixture. It was a really good goal that they scored with Ødegaard. It was good, quick movement, and then after you get Eriksen caught napping, he doesn't cover. Where Leach, see what I'm saying about leadership. Leach is like, get to him, and then obviously it's missed. But I'm saying even in that moment, you can see people are proactive. So then so we have that moment, it breaks down. Then Man United almost recover and they find themselves in this game and they haven't lost their heads and they haven't gone crazy. And then they have that moment, that Garnacho moment is a big moment because we could end this game and say that could have been the last.
It was kick good of the game. Football as well. It was
that
brilliant.
Could have been the last kick of the game and say, fantastic, well done, Man United. They finally overcome this thing. I think can't make it more than it is. I believe that yes. There's lapses of concentration, but then if you can see what the manager's still trying to build something, we just have to let him build. Honestly, that's where I'm with this thing. I see the positives. It's horrible to end like this. And everyone knows how.
It's the manner in it. It's the manner of how it went. The emotional roller coaster.
The emotional roller coaster. But this is football. Do you know what I'm saying? This is football. So it's one of those things where now we have to dust ourselves off and we keep moving. You know what I mean? How many losses now we had this season? What?
2.
2 losses. You know what I'm saying? How many wins?
2.
2 losses, 2 wins.
And the 2 are on the road. When we saw that it was North London twice as your first 2 away games, even in the tour, we were like,
can't come London, fam. You know what I mean? But again, listen, man, it's gonna take time.
How bad do you think it will be if Leach are being out for ages?
This is what
then it's gonna happen, and you don't know what's gone on with Lindelof as well.
What do you call it? Regulon. Yeah, we already signed a Regulon. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if you now say to Casemiro, you're the centre back. You're the centre back and hopefully the injury is not serious.
You can't have Maguire against Evans.
You put in Amrabat. You can never do that.
You can't.
What we saw today can never happen in world football.
No,
it's not right. It's not right. Like I wouldn't do that to Liverpool, bro. Give them those 2 players. No. Well, I probably try. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But then like you couldn't. That's taking the piss. Yeah. Like you're trying to hurt me. Do you know what I mean? This is like report me. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, this is what Man United is dealing with, and this is when players and fans are chanting, glaze us out. Well, this is what we're talking about because you're trying to loan players at the end of the season and we're scrambling. It's supposed to be a big club. And at the moment, this is the issue of when we're not. Todibo was the players who was linked to Kim Min-jae, Todibo. Imagine those 2. Imagine you could go to the bench and you had injuries and those 2 came on. And they can't come on because why? Look who's upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Even though Chelsea a scattergun approach, but they got players, they've got people that are trying to build something. Our guys, they don't care, and you're seeing the reflection of their lack of care for this club. Amrabat waiting for 100 days it's ridiculous. Everything's stupid. So yeah, this is what it is. We move, man.